welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and today I'll be working on my daughter. So as you know, I've done all the normal prep off camera. I did push back her cuticles. I went around the cuticle with a needle drill bit, roughed up the surface of her natural nail. I then went in with Makartt's dehydrator and primer and 2 coats of the Young Nails Protein Bond. Once that was done, I went in with Enail Couture's DIY gel and applied these XXL square tips, also from Enail Couture. Once the tips were on, I roughed up the surface of the tips, and you now see me going in with a layer of base coat that she will go ahead and cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into this set. So for this set today, I'm using a color from Makartt's Seasonal Concertos kit. The color is 1615 and it's a brown color. So today's set is a recreation, and she showed me this picture that she got off of Instagram. Very cute Louis Vuitton set. And I think the set came out pretty great, to be honest, because I love to create my own things. Like, if you notice, when I do my own nails, is something that I want to do for myself. I've looked and I've got the pictures and stuff and tried to, but it's not the same when I try to look for a picture. I don't see myself wearing those. So for myself, even if it's something very simple, I did go ahead and think about that myself and just did it. But the girls, a lot of times they bring me photos for recreations, and I love doing a recreation because I almost always have everything that's needed for this recreation, which makes it so much funner for me to be able to create something that's already been created because, you know, I have the ability to. So I really enjoyed this set just because I really had everything, and it turned out pretty great. But what I did here on my pinky is I went down the length of the nail with that brown color, and then I went ahead and, like I always do, I just spread it. First, I spread the polygel all over the nail, just to kind of get a full coverage of the nail. And then I went back in and smoothed everything out and kind of patted everything into place until the nail was nice and smooth. And then once I got that set, she did go ahead and cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. And I also want to give credit to the creator of this set, Divine Nails. You came up with a very beautiful creation. So on a ring finger, we go in again with that brown color to create a French tip. So I'm just placing the polygel at the tip of the nail, and I'm going to form a French nail tip there. So normally with a French tip, you would go into the bottom with a bead of polygel, nude preferably, and make a nail bed, like a smile line and a nail bed and all of that. But looking at the picture, they didn't have anything like that created, so I decided to do it the same way, and then later on I'll go in with some clear polygel just to fill in the bottom half. So it's the same thing as far as just making sure to smooth and pat the nail out. That way you have minimal filing once you're done. That's the reason why for me it's very important to make sure that you smooth that nail out so there's minimal filing. And then for this particular nail, I just wanted to make sure I had it shaped like a French tip as best as I possibly could. And then once I got everything set, I had her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So on her middle finger, it's the same as the pinky, so it's going to be a full brown nail. And of course, we're going to do the same motion of squeezing the polygel at the length of the nail. I go ahead and spread that all around the nail first, and then go back in and make sure I pat and smooth everything out. I'm making sure as well that the cuticle is nice and flushed and that nothing is touching the skin. if anything does touch the skin, you want to make sure before curing that you're able to get that off, because that does actually cause lifting. And of course, we don't want our nails lifting, so it's very important when doing the application that nothing touches the skin to avoid any kind of lifting. So I hope everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And I would like to take this time out to thank anyone who has taken the time to watch any one of my videos. It is greatly appreciated, and watching it to the end does actually help. To my subscribers, I would like to express my love for you. I love you all very, very much, and I appreciate your continued support. Here on the index finger, I'm going in now, and we're going to do a negative space. So I just placed a bead of polygel at the tip, and then I'm going to go ahead and pat that into place, but making sure to try and keep a straight line there where that negative space will start. And then I go in to the bottom with another bead, and I make sure to get it flushed around the cuticle area, and then I bring it up past her nail bed. And then once I get that there, I also try to make that line very, very straight. And that will be our negative space. The clear part will be our negative space. So I love a good negative space nails. If you haven't seen my rainbow video, I did a rainbow video when I first started. And I did a negative space, but each nail, the negative space was in a different area. And to me, that is one of my favorite sets I've done on myself. And I will link that down below so that you can watch that if you're interested. But yes, that's what I did there. And then now we're going to go ahead and go on her ring finger again, like I explained earlier. And I just take a bead of clear polygel and kind of just pat it down the nail. Now, before I went in with this clear bead of polygel, I did actually file shape and buff all the nails off of camera, and then I came in and placed that clear bead onto this nail. Of course, once I get that set, she does cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So now I'm going in with a layer of top coat on all of the nails, because I'm going to go ahead and do my sticker application now. And so with the top coating of the nail first, I feel like it gives a good smooth surface for the stickers to stick on. A little better is why I prefer to do this. As I stated, I did get this from another nail YouTuber, Jenny Fajes, but it is now a method that I'm always going to use. So you will always see me doing this going forward. But I just feel like that top coat, like she said, does give a smooth surface, and it's better for application. So once I get that applied, she does cure for 60 seconds. And now I'm going to go in with my favorite part, the stickers. And so these are the stickers that we're going to use. And if you remember the picture that we saw earlier, they are pretty darn close. I'm not sure if they got the same palette, but they're pretty darn close. And I got these stickers here from Inspo Nails. I will link that down below in the description box. But I'm going to go ahead and let you enjoy this application of the stickers. So I also want to throw in, if you notice that the brown is a little more opaque, I did, before I filed Shape and Buff, went in with a second coat of the brown polygel on every nail because I thought it was a little sheer, just to give that brown a little pop. I now am going in with a bead of clear polygel on the negative space nail, just in that middle, and I'm going to pat that into place. For my slip solution on clear polygel, I like to use base coat, so that's what I applied first, and then I went ahead and just rubbed that to make it even with what was already there. And once I get it set, I go ahead and cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do so. My Instagram handle is Nail Addict She, and there I do post my YouTube tutorial nails as well as other sets I do and do not record. Also on Instagram, you are able to DM me with any recreations you may want to see. So now we're going in with the rhinestone application, and I'm using Macart's rhinestone glue, and I just made a circle around her ring finger on that French tip nail, and we're going to go ahead and just apply stones all the way around the nail bed, the sides, and the top of that French. So I didn't use the same stones as on the picture that she showed me. Although I have stones like that, we felt that these stones were a little, for her, she liked them a little better. And I had these stones here from Long Hair Pretty Nail Store. She has so many beautiful, beautiful rhinestones. So check her out if you have a chance, or if you're looking for stones, I would suggest going to her site. I haven't yet, but I will get every rhinestone color she has because they are absolutely beautiful, especially in like sunlight. I love her rhinestones. So I'll link that down below. But yes, I go in with these rhinestones around that circle, and once I get them all set like I want, I go ahead and have her, well, no, I don't think I cure her yet. What I do is, yes, I do, sorry. I have her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds so we don't mess that up. And then I go in to the middle portion with more rhinestones that showed on the picture as well, and then she does cure it again for 60 seconds. No biggie, but I didn't have her cure first. After I finished the circle, I did go in again with rhinestone glue towards the middle, and then after I got all the stones that she did cure. When I'm doing voiceovers sometimes, and I'm watching the video as I'm doing the voiceovers, sometimes I kind of forget how stuff went, because when I'm doing them, I'm just kind of doing them. I enjoy it so much, I don't really like think so hard about how I'm doing something. So, but I do want to explain it to you all, you know, so you understand what the process was. So if you were trying to recreate it yourself, you can do that, but it's up to you. It's your discretion. If a person wanted to go in with a circle of rhinestones and then cure, and then go in with the middle rhinestones, that's your preference. For me, I've gotten so comfortable that a lot of times I can do, like I said, several nails at a time before curing, different patterns of rhinestones before curing. It's everyone's preference, really, is what it is. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to put that in because I noticed that I didn't, you know, I just did all my rhinestones and then cured. So once they were set, I made sure they were straight. She cured. And now we're going in on her middle finger, on her negative space nail. And around that negative space, we go ahead and place a few stones and then have her cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. So for this set, she decided she wanted matte, so we are going in with matte top coat. And I've never done a matte set on myself. I've had them done at the salon when I used to go get my nails done, but never on myself. So I was pretty excited about this one because I myself want to try a matte set. I think matte is simply beautiful. But I did go ahead and top coat all of the nails, and then with matte top coat, I went over a little extra to make sure I was covering everything completely because I know that can come out pretty bad if not. And then once I had it set, she did go ahead and cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds. And of course, we're gonna go in with Macart's Cuticle Oil Stick in the scent of Jasmine and just go around the cuticle to moisturize those cuticles. And I was a little nervous about putting cuticle oil on mats because I didn't want to mess anything up. But I did pretty good. Went around as close as I could and went ahead and rubbed that in to complete this look. And here's the finished product. I love, love, love these nails. Let me know what you think of this recreation down below. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you all so very much. Much love.